how do you become a cover two demon? What you want to do most cases, because of the most inconsistent play comes from your mid read, you want to user your mid read. So you can use the mid read to just sort of fill in this space here in the middle, or you can use him as like a free user. Now, I know a lot of people, they get scared, right? They get scared to leave anything open. But the way defense works is you have to leave something open. You're giving up something. If your opponent is not showing you an ability to take something away, then don't worry about it, right? Like, don't worry about the deep middle of the field if they're not showing you they can take it away. If you're giving them the deep middle of the field over and over and over again and they're not taking it away, don't worry about it. They're not good enough to threaten you there. So, like, don't worry about it. But you can take the mid read. You can do anything you want with them, right? You can man him up on the running back. So you can do this. You can man him up on the slot, something like this. Okay. You can blitz him, right? You can set him right here, and you can send a 5-man pass rush. You can blitz him, so you can do something like that. You can essentially do any freaking thing you want with this mid read, right? You can spy him, right? So you can put him on a QB spy, and he'll sit at about 5 yards. And this is good if you're dealing with the mobile quarterback. You can put some contains out there as well. So you can do this to contain the quarterback. And now you got this covered, right? So that's what you want to do if you're the mid read. What I like to do, oftentimes, just to throw in some wrinkles, what I'll do is I'll like play one of the hook curls, and what I'll do is I'll put the mid read, I'll put him on a hook curl like that. Okay, so now he's on the hook curl, and then what I'll do is free roam with this side, right? And then with this side, I can do some crazy things, like I can jam. You guys know I love jamming and taking receivers out of the play. Like it's so underused. I don't know why more people don't do it. But I can jam at the hike of the ball, take someone away from the play. One thing I like to do is I'll do something like this. So he's double manned, but I'm just manned up just for the purposes of jamming him. And then jamming him gives the mid read here time to get on top of him and to provide adequate coverage. And then I'm going to jump onto the running back. So at the hike of the ball, I would do something like this. I would jam, boom, and then I'm over here. Now I'm on that. Look, and that's taken away. You see how that worked? So I use jam, like if I'm cross manning, I'll use jamming I use jamming a lot. Like I like to jam just to take receivers out of the play, just to eliminate that read. And then also if I'm cross manning, I'll jam to give, whomever more time to get over. But you can see I jam. All right, he's there. I don't got to worry about him. And now what looked to be open, right? Your opponent is going to be like, okay, I got my running back open, but I'm on that. Boom. Now I'm there. I jam and I get right into my zone or to whatever I'm doing. All right. Here's another nuance that you can do with cover two. What I like to do is invert the safety and the cloud flat or the hard flat or whatever. I'll do this side actually because it's easier to see. So what I'll do is by inverting, see we got the hard flat here. I'll put the hard flat on a deep half. So now it looks like this. And then I will user him. And I just know at the hike of the ball, I'm going to crash down and play the flat. And so we're just inverting. So it'll look something like this. Boom. I didn't mean to bump my guy. You don't want to do that because then it's going to create something way open downfield. So what you want to do is something like this, right? And then you're just setting a trap. So hike of the ball, then you do boom, and you just invert the two. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. Now you can see that that deep half, it does fade away from the sideline. Like when you put him a deep half, he kind of runs like this. So the sideline is potentially open, but then you can just place him on an outside third. So he plays that boundary a little closer, and then you can see at the hike of the ball, we invert the two, boom, and he's on that much, much better, right? And then you drop down here and take away anything underneath. So it looked to be open. Here, let's do this. Let's do but we're going to put him on an out route. I'll put the corner on the outside third, and then ignore my play art, but at the hike of the ball, I'm going to crash down on the flat. And so it would look something like this. Boom. And I took that away. That's what that would look like. You get a lot of interceptions doing that. Hey, if you're enjoying this video, go ahead and check out the links in the description or the top pinned comment. I have links out to some of my premium videos. Videos like the Guaranteed Picks Blueprint, which is an insane video where I teach you how to get multiple interceptions per game, how I easily do that. Points on demand, one play touchdown setups. This is a video that I made that shows how I cook cover 2, cover 3, cover 4, palms, quarters, everything for one play touchdowns out of a formation that exists in every single playbook. There's also easy pre-snap tells where you can actually know whether or not your opponent is going to run or pass the ball pre-snap with 100% accuracy. So that's pretty insane. But and there's other videos. So if you're enjoying this video and you just sort of like how I teach content and want to learn more and go deeper, go ahead and check out those links. You get a lot of interceptions doing that because that out route just looks open. And they're not expecting your safety. They're not expecting your safety to crash down. So the out route just looks open. And they're not expecting him to get there in time, and you're there. You took away the over the top. So you're just inverting the two. Okay? That's all you're doing. Another thing I like to do, I'll put the corner on the deep half like that. And then what I'll do is with the safety, or excuse me, hold on. The art is glitching. It won't let me show, but you can man up the safety. That sucks. The art is glitching, but then you can just man up the safety, right? So basically what you want to do is if you're using the safety, you can do whatever you want with the safety. You can literally do whatever you want. You can put him on a curl flat and you can play like a curl right here, right? But you're wanting to replace whomever you're displacing. So we're displacing him. He's going to play the deep zone, right? So at the hike of the ball, he needs to run back to his zone. So what you want to do is replace him. Whether you replace him like here or you want to place him like in a hard flat, whatever it is, just know that that is who you are displacing. Okay. And then you can just chain things together. Like say you want to put square and you want to blitz square, right? So now your play art looks like this. All right, I don't know. I'm going to hike the ball because my play art is glitching. It's not like updating for some reason. All right, so say you want to do something like this. Boom. All right. You're blitzing him, right? So because we're blitzing him, we want to replace him. But say we're going to replace him with our safety, right? We're running like we're trying to trick the opponent. Well, then we're going to put square on that outside third so he can get vertical. And then at the hike of the ball, we just crash down, right? So boom, like that. So that's how you do that. And now the blitz, the blitz gets home. He's not expecting that blitz to get home. Another thing I do, so say I blitz him, say I bring him closer and I blitz him. So that looks like this. And then another thing you can do is to cross man like that. My play art is not working right, guys. I don't know why. But then you can like cross man him. You can see how that works. You see how he cross manned him there. I kind of messed up there. Hold on. The fact that my play art is glitching out is kind of messing me up. All right, okay, boom. So this is what this is going to look like, right? So this is what your opponent sees cover 2 pre-snap. However, the person that's defending number 5 there in the slot, he's going to blitz. So we're going to replace him with the corner who's cross-manned on him. Then that means number 6 is going to look open. But then we're just going to cheat with the safety and take that away on the left side, right? So this is what it will look like. Boom, he looks open. You're there. You successfully baited that. So you can see you blitzed him. right? It's all, when you're making adjustments, guys, it's all about replacing whomever you displaced with someone else. Like that's all it is. And the fact and that just creates confusions and things that look open aren't open, right? So we're blitzing him, right? We're displacing him, so we got to replace him. So we replaced him with him. So he's cross-manned, right? Okay. Now he is displaced. Who to replace him with? We replace him with him, right? And because of that, because of this complexity, it's actually very simple, but it creates a complexity that the user, your opponent, isn't understanding is what's happening, and what looks open is not open. So you can just play these games. You just play these. You just play these little games of like we just did, of just replacing and displacing, right? So let's say we wanted to displace the middle linebacker and we want to blitz him, right? So he's now blitzed, right? What do we need to do? We need to replace him. It doesn't matter who you replace him with, you just replace him. We'll replace him with the safety. So then we'll drop down to the middle of the field. All right, now he's displaced. What do? We're going to put him on an outside third. My play art is glitching, but that corner that's on the hard flat, he's actually on an outside third. So then at the hike of the ball, it would look like this, and you do this. We get home, we get the strip sack, boom. So we can take a look at the replay. It's a bummer that my play art isn't updating correctly. But then you could, like I said, we blitz the mid read, we displace him with the safety. So we move to the area where he vacated, and where we vacated, we put this corner, and we're just choosing. We're not replacing the hard flat. Like, because if we're going to give up anything, we're going to give up a hard flat. We're going to give up 5 yards if we give up anything. So then we displaced ourselves as a safety, so we have coverage over the top, and it just creates this. It just creates this confusion post snap. Like, what is happening? You know what I mean? And that's it, guys. That's all there is to it. So that's cover 2. Hopefully you guys like this video. I had a lot of fun making it. I'll see you guys in the next one.